I do apologize for deceiving you with my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of Uva Academy, Mr. Clavel. I already knew that. What? But my disguise was perfect. Although now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep up my youthful act on a few occasions. It must have been what gave me away. This must be quite a shock for you. The big boss, Cassiopeia, they were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came to me. My skills let me get hold of as much LP as I want, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf, all for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? Yeah, I figured as much, right? Thanks. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology mistime had me, preparations took longer than expected. That voice, are you Clive? Penny, so it was you after... no, is that you, Cassiopeia? In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you accept it. I want you to record what happens next so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay, will do. She's really just doing all this just to force all her friends to come back to school, right? And allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No, Penny. Now, bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder. Somehow, I can't imagine her sounding intimidating at all. Hang on. New song. New song. Turn it up. Bro, Gabba? Bro. I was not expecting Gabba hardcore. This is straight out of 2DX or something. Some elements of trance in there too. Bro. Bro, the Pokemon sound team does not miss. Ayo, the breakdown. A. Let's go. Yeah, this is straight out of 2DX or something. I'm vibing. I think that's the loop soon. Alright, let's actually get this battle started. Wait. She has an Eevee backpack. She's opening a Umbreon. Don't tell me. I'll know once I see her second Mon. Ah. Yeah, she's running an Evolution team, isn't she? Alright. I think we've chipped her low enough. It's gonna come down to Meowscarada outspeeding. Sylveon isn't like super high speed here, so... And she's paralyzed. And we did it. GG. That was actually really close, but... yeah. Lucky. It's all over now. 123, ooh. That is Omega fast. It's finally over, guys. It's done. Were they watching all along? Oh, I thought they were gonna pan up to like the bleachers and show that the rest of them were already there. We're done here. I think we should call it quits. Hold up, are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking. You got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in the courtyard and make a show of learning them some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed, merely did we declare our intention to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist in their tyrannous oppression. So it's a bloodless victory, we assure you. Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokémon, they just blubbered and apologized a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good. But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down, and then they all ended up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free. I guess you're right. This little stunt might have put us up the creek. I'll fix this mess on my end. Just leave it to me. What are you saying? I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this. So I'll take responsibility for everything. Oh, noble and kind boss. You cannot. Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Oh yeah? What about you? I can't go back. Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut in your room anymore, right? All I can say to you guys is, thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were also kind to me. Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never speak again? I need to go take care of some things. Pretty, speak to us. What is thine intent? Hey, big boss, answer us. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Yeah, so I guess I was right. Right. I picked up on it. Thanks for everything, Coro. And you too, Clive. I'm glad I could see this through to the end. I guess this is it for Team Star. And me too. Hold that thought, Miss... Penny. I'd like to check something with you first. Check what? Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this? I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them to? Our code states that no one in the team has the right to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I could never order them. So it's back to the code once again. The bosses must have taken it very seriously. They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force Team Star to disband. Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them, even leave the team. Yes, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them. Thus the idea for Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What is Team Star? No. What do your friends in the team mean to you? They're my greatest treasure. Splendid. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny. What? Now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you. Hey, quit it with the old geezer at Clive. You're creeping me out. Wait, she doesn't know? It's kind of obvious. I guess she never picked up on it. Indeed. Well then, before we talk further, allow me to reveal to you my own secret identity. Haha! Don't do it again, old man. Director Clevo! Just as Cassiopeia was your disguise, the boy you knew as Clive was mine. But why? I needed a way to talk to Team Star on equal terms. Students do tend to shy from speaking their mind to their teachers after all, much more so when we're faced with the director of the academy. Yeah, but where do I even start? Wasn't the outfit a bit much? Plus I have some big feelings about that wig. You and me both, Penny. You and me both. Well, that's quite enough of that for now. Everyone, why don't you all come on out? The way the EV ears on the backpack flop around. Cute. Huh? Yo, big boss. Long time no see. Momo. More like, long time no meet, right? I mean, we only found out your real name just now. Melly. Barely is thy long hidden countenance a sight for sore eyes, my lady. Atticus. So, I heard your real name's Penny. Have you been this whole time? Artie. We found you at last. You've no idea how worried we've been. Eri. Okay, gang, on the count of 3. 1, 2. Hasta la vista, Cassiopeia. And hello, Penny. Ah, Miss Penny, do come in. Hello, Director. About the STCs, I'd like to work on them together with the rest of Team Star. That's wonderful news. Thank you very much for your favorable response. But, I should be punished more heavily than the others, I think. Why so? Because of Operation Starfall? No, not that. Because of the other really bad thing I did. And what would that be? You know the LP I gave you both in exchange for helping me with Operation Starfall? I got a hold of it sort of illegally by hacking the Pokémon League's LP management system. Ah, I see. That is quite the revelation. I did not think such a thing was even possible in the first place. It wasn't all that hard. I mean, I'm really sorry and I won't do it again. This matter is rather out of my jurisdiction, I'm afraid. I will have to consult Ms. Gita, the Pokémon League chairwoman, on how best to proceed. I figured as much. I do apologize, Master Coro, but I will have to ask you to give us some privacy. It's funny that he actually brought that up, though. Oh, my team's healed up. I stole money from the Pokémon League. Is that gonna be a problem? Oops. Hasta la vista. The 6 of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know? Anyway, about the LP thing, I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy. The Pokémon League said they'll waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduated, if you can believe that. Director Clever and the Gita lady kept complimenting me like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent for something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but thank you so much. You saved Team Star, and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here. Wow, that's... Where have you been hiding that? That's a scary move, yo. Oh, is it because it's a shooting star? Like, stars falling? Is that it? Are you being clever again, Game Freak? Do you think you're smart? Because you are. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff. So next time, I'll be the one helping you, Coro. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. Tell me where to buy a backpack like yours. Please. I want that drip. I'll see you around, Penny. Oh, that was nice. And I see where this is going. After we finish each of these, they each owe, like, quote-unquote owe us a favor, right? And then we'll all be gathering for whatever the actual finale is. It appears to have a total of 8 gym badges. We may now proceed to the interview room. Interview room? I thought this was just a Pokemon Battle Challenge. Chat, wait. This is an interview? Uh-oh. I'm sweating. I did not prepare for this. I have interview anxiety. Help. Thank you for coming today. Please, do have a seat. Oh god. Terrified. I save. Because we may need to reload the save, right? Yeah. Okay, we'll save first. I'll just save a couple of times every now and then. I, Rika, will be your interviewer. Let's get started with the first portion of the champion assessment. We begin with the interview. First things first, let me see how many gym badges you have. Yeah, this is literally just an office. Excellent, you have all 8. Thanks, I'll ask a few questions if you wouldn't mind, Coro. Please think carefully, as you may automatically fail the interview depending on your answers. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How did you get here today? I walked in? I came by flying taxi. Very good, yeah. I flew in just now. So I brings you to Pokemon League today. Just for fun, I guess. Why else will you be here, I suppose? And what do you intend to do if and when you become a champion? I want to battle Nemona? Wait, this is actually tricky! Yeah, Uva's the name of the violet one. It's orange and grape in Spanish. I don't know. These seem all valid. Chad, help. Does this one matter? I'm assuming this one doesn't matter. I'm gonna battle Nemona. She's waiting for me. Which of the 8 gyms give you the most difficulty? Honestly? Wait, is this one actually asking us to pick the highest level one, or is this just, or does this one not matter? Because the one that gave me the most trouble was probably Cascarafa, I think. No, that was the 3rd one. Wait, is this the order we did them in? This is the order we did them in. Yeah. Montenevera was the 2nd last one. So this one was the... Ecoserio was the one that gave me the most trouble because it was the highest level. I see. And what was the name of the gym leader you faced there? Oh! Okay, never mind. Yeah, this one doesn't matter. It was Grusha. The 3rd to last one. I'm glad you seem to remember. But do you remember which type of Pokemon Grusha used? He was an Ice-type gym leader. Wonderful. Wow, this is actually scary. Putting the skills needed for the champion assessment is no small feat. You must have met a lot of Pokemon to get here, Coro. Do you know how many offices have this exact carpet flooring? I've seen way too many. What was the category of Pokemon you chose to be your first partner? The Grass Cat Pokemon. This is a lot of questions, Jesus. Now please forgive me, I'm gonna repeat the previous question. What do you intend to do if and when you become a champion? Ah, okay, so that's why that one was asked. We're gonna go fight Nemona. She scares me. I don't think she'll leave me alone unless we fight her. Ah yes, that's right. Next, the final question for this interview. Do you like Pokemon, Coro? No. I don't... That's a loaded question. I really like Pokemon, but I also don't really like Pokemon. It could really perform better, you know? I don't like Pokemon. I love them. This music sounds like Ace Attorney. This music has the feel of like Ace Attorney when you're being cross-examined, right? Same energy. Same energy. That about wraps up the interview. Let me be the first to congratulate you, Coro, on being the youngest person to flunk out of this thing. Just joking. Alright, we passed the interview phase. On your first try too, no less. Don't think anyone's done that since Nemona. But anyway, time to switch gears and get ready for the next segment. The second segment is what we call the Elite Test. And you'll be facing the Elite Four in Pokemon battles. Alright. I don't think the music's bugged. This sounds like it's moving on. The music's working properly? Alright, I didn't even reload the game, but I guess it's working properly. Alright, turning it on. Gotta listen to this. This one reminds me of an earlier generation's music. I'm trying to remember which one. Ah, it reminds me of it reminds me of Sword and Shield's gym, actually. It's your turn, Mr. Larry. Whoa! Larry? You're an Elite Four member? Well, that's a surprise. Are you still using the normal team? Hello there, it's me, Larry. He works 2 jobs. Ah! Alright, Larry of the Elite Four. That sounds a little more grandiose. So, you made it this far. I serve as a member of the Elite Four too, yes, unfortunately for me. At my gym, I use normal type Pokemon since I feel they have a lot in common with me. But, well, the boss told me to use a different type here. So if you have any complaints, please take them up with La Primera. Bless this man, he's just here for the paycheck. I want to see the true measure of your talent. If the music breaks, I'll reset. It sounds like it's working. I'm turning it up. I do hope you can defeat me and become a champion yourself. Hey, it's a Pokemon main theme. Yeah, it sounds like it's working properly. Opening of Lumina Crash? Is that Flamenco I hear? Shut up! They teased me. They teased me a little bit. Woo! Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. That's the good stuff. Alright, they gave me my flamenco. I am very happy. What do we want to do now, though? Oh. Who is this dude? Bishop Evolve? Seems like it, right? He looks like a chess piece. Ah, so it is. Do I outspeed? What speed tier is he? What speed tier is he? Do I risk the super effective or do I go for priority? 50 speed. Oh, we're fine. Hit him. Give me some health back. 50 speed? Eyes wide open. Oh ho 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 ho. Sorry, we don't get to see what he can do. Don't think you've won just yet. Hey yo, the sunset coming up though? I don't know if that's scripted or not, but I don't know if this is scripted. Is the sunset scripted? Please tell me it's scripted. Otherwise, holy shit, what cool timing. Oh man, I can just tell by looking at you. You did it, right? You became a champion? No. Ah, you got jokes, but seriously, you did become a champion, right? No. Come on, it's me. You don't have to lie. Just tell me you became a champion, right? No. Okay, wait, you did become a champion though, didn't you? No. You, champion, yes? No. Okay, that's the loop dialogue. Coming on a little strong there, lady. Oops, couldn't hear you, I'll say it again. Yes, you... She's not taking no for an answer, Chad. I'm scared. I'm scared. Is this what a yandere feels like? Sorry, not gonna stop until I hear her. Yes, let's you and me be best rivals for life. Wow, she's really coming on strong. I'm pretty sure she crushes on the trainer. Okay, wait, you will be my rival, won't you? You, me, rivals, yes? Oh, okay, there's the loop. She really won't take no for an answer. Let's give ourselves a minute and have a quick break, Coro. Before round 2. Oh, we're doing a best of 3? We're doing best of 3? Which Pokemon should I bring out this time? Decisions. I mean, why am I surprised about this? VGC is best of 3, right? I'm game for the run back. But you probably should bring something to prevent me from sweeping. Maybe pop by Smoke on singles, you know? Pick up some new strats. This woman would play OU Showdown aggressively. No, she'd play anything goes if she was allowed to. Hello, Coro. I have been expecting you. And it seems to have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry, who are you? That's my dad. Probably. What? That's Professor Turo. Demona, student ID... Oh, wow. Where are you scanning from, those? Thank you for coming. Of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, maybe not in person exactly. Arvin, did you, tell your dad about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the Great Crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see to your right. Dad? Please proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. Chat, I'm going to venture a theory. It's just a hunch, right? It's just a hunch, but Professor Turo's been mostly just giving us statements and orders, right? He hasn't actually responded to anything we asked, and yeah, when it was just Arvin, we could believe that for some reason Professor Turo just really doesn't like him and keeps ignoring him, you know? Right? There's literally... doesn't care what he says, he just ignores him. Which seems a little cold, but sure. Maybe their relationship really is that bad. And like with you, the player character, you don't talk visibly, so it's possible that you can just imagine that like Professor Turo is responding to what you're saying. But now we have 2 more people here. And Professor Turo isn't responding to either of them as well. It's as if though he doesn't actually know how to carry on a conversation, you know? Right? So here's my theory. He's really socially awkward. Nah, I'm kidding. I think he's a robot. Or an AI program, or whatever it is, you know? Like, it's giving us very stilted responses. And this is a whole big old facility, you know? Maybe it's a GLaDOS kind of thing. He hasn't been in unit like ages. Aren't the professors any good at Pokemon battling? Guess we better proceed below as requested. Yes, let's disable the 4 locks and get into that lab. Sounds kind of video gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Come on, time to find a way to the deepest part of Area Zero. They're on the overworld with you. That's cool. Holy near! Wait. Holy heck, that halftime groove. Alright, so I wasn't expecting Astro Chain music, but holy shit, Astro Chain music? Thanks to my prototype Terra Orb, I secured corporate funding for research and made a laboratory in the lighthouse near Cabo Poco. Someday though, I'll return to the crater and resume my study of these crystals. Nothing else to interact with. These files are just for decoration. We've determined that this energy crystallization is linked to the being we call Blank. The interlocking hexagonal plates show that the compromised Blank's shell must somehow cause this phenomenon, which I've dubbed terrestrializing. We have an SCP Pokémon now somewhere in here. Iron Bundle. What? What? What is even causing this? I'm trying to figure this out. This warrants further study. No, it's just that one forced battle. It doesn't happen in these regular fights, so it's not the location. It's not tied to location. It's probably tied to that specific battle instance. Maybe double battle breaks it? I don't know. But a time machine? You mean you can actually travel to and from the future? It is theoretically possible to travel to the future. However, for a being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Well, we do know 2 instances of people who've traveled to the past and can't go back to the future, right? I mean, I'm sure Arceus could handle it, but for some reason he doesn't want to. The crystal's power is tremendous. Their unstable output made our corporate backers fret, but if we can harness this energy, it will open up research possibilities we've only dreamed of. At last, paradise will be ours to create. Aether Paradise? Probably not. But still, you say paradise, I associate it with ominous things. At last, I can resume work on the Terra project. I'll move my research to the Zero Lab this month. My team will be smaller, but no matter. The strong influence of the crystals make our experiments much more unstable. And that is a cause for celebration? Alright, let's see. Let's see if the camera's broken again. It is! Okay, so it may not be tied to the camera, but there is a directional light that's activating. That's broken and activating whenever we're in a double battle. Yeah, we've narrowed it down. There's a direction. It's not necessarily tied to the camera, but there's a direction lighting. There's a direction lighting somewhere up there. It activates, but it's not supposed to be activating. A time machine research has yielded a triumph, a Pokémon from the distant future. I've named it Miraidon. I was expecting one new life to treasure, but what fortune to be blessed with this gift as well. Oh, he's talking about Arven. He's talking about his kid, right? If you faint while frozen, you just stay T-posing. That's funny. Whoa, what happened? This place is a mess. It looks like something went berserk in here. Yeah, but what? Hello, children. God, Professor, you scared us. I'm sorry. Why is everything in here all busted up? I'm sorry. Hello, children. Come again? Oh. Well, he is a robot. I was right. Hello, children. Hello. Hello. What the heck? Stop that. You're creeping us out. Hello, children. Children and children. Children and children. Children. Initiating restart. The professor must be having some weird connection problems or something, huh? Well, it was definitely weird at least. Almost like, I don't know. If he meant it as a joke, it wasn't funny. I still got goosebumps and all. So what do you think? Recorded message? Recorded message, computer. I'm leaning back towards facility AI again. I need more people, more time. The woman walked out not long after the boy was born. I need another set of hands, but could they be trusted? And how long would it take them to even understand? If only there were 2 of me. That woman walked out not long after the boy was born. The wife? Okay, so I'm guessing in Scarlet version it's Professor Sado who's like written all this stuff as well. So I'm gonna assume the woman is Professor Sado or something. Or whatever. It's Arven's mom. I need another set of hands, but could they be trusted? And how long would it take to even understand? If only there were 2 of me. My new assistant has intellect and technical skills to rival my own. A bit rigid at times, but I've got no serious complaints. Productivity has doubled. We even brought in the second Miraidon via the machine, though this one has proved aggressive. I have a pretty good idea where this is going. Okay, Miraidon still doesn't want to actually come out. We're going into the Metroid... We're going in... This is Metroid Prime 4, chat. Wow. Oh, that actually lets us exit? That's funny. It does. This is just a Metroid... Yeah, this is just a Metroid corridor. I see him. A microscope and various samples have been left here. Confusing equations and phrases scribbled all over this whiteboard. Human presence detected between the Zero Lab. Oh, you are a robot. Or an AI. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to refer to it. Deactivating sleep mode. You are a robot. Hello, Coro. Thank you for coming. A Master Ball? Whoa. No, back to your ball. That one is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Your Miraidon fled Area Zero because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. I'm afraid that there is something for which I must apologize. I am not the true Professor Turo. Then who are you? I am an artificial intelligence the Professor created, imbued with his memories and knowledge. In short, I am an AI-powered robot. Well, we actually guessed it, huh? Right from the start. The real Professor passed a... What? Whoa! That... Huh? This is the first time that I think... Have they ever done anything like this before? Let me think about this. Have they? The closest I can think of is the anime killing off Stoutland. Right? But like that's the closest. This is the I think this is the first time they've had actual character death in a mainline game. Not counting like hauntings and spooky stuff. No, actually no. I was thinking about it and I realized no, there was one other point that they mentioned it, and that was Ultra Space, right? Guslord's dimension. Although I don't know if they actually like straight up said people died there too, but they more or less heavily implied it, right? Guslord's dimension was probably the closest, I think. But yeah, I mean either way. Even if it isn't the very first time, this is very direct. Yeah. Passed away? What does that mean? This is a Pokémon game. Nobody can die, right? The Pokémon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I thought he was stuck in the future. I didn't peg him to be actually dead. That is... Huh. Okay. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for the Miraidon to survive and thrive. That is why he threw himself in front of a Miraidon in an attempt to protect it. From the first time I reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. Coro, the reason I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing to do here at the Zero Lab, and I desire your help. In short, I wish for you to put a stop to the time machine the original professor created. Huh. We gotta destroy it? Chat. Anybody here's played Scarlet? Is Professor Sado also an AI? Is it also a computer? Like, because you know this is the future game, right? So it's a future robot. Is it also the same thing? Or it is? Oh, okay. Because I was trying to think, like, if it's not future based, then what would she be, right? Huh. But it's a time machine to the past, to the future. Got it. So we're destroying the thing, huh? Any questions can be addressed as we make our descent. Follow me. So he's been dead this whole time. That's why Arven's like hadn't had any contact with them. Escort quest? Wow. Hang on. But booster energy. Various research documents is kept on the desk. Can I read any of it? I want to read the lore. Let me read the lore. Hang on, there's something written here. In order to better defend the Zero Lab, I have developed what I call the Pokeball Lock System. Once it has identified IDs associated with specific Pokeballs, it can. The rest is too faded to make out. It can what? Lock the Pokeballs? You can see a strange rock-like column something inside this machine. I'm kind of surprised this is where they're going. That mention of that security system worries me. This elevator will take us down to the lower level. Step inside. Coro, it truly is a great relief to me that you came. I will answer any questions you may have. Is there anything you wish to know? What happened to the real professor? He's dead. What is an AI really? It's an AI. What is this time machine? The time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present. When he was alive, Professor Turo had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age. What you might call future Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw future Pokemon to this time. Ah, I see. So it's doing it on loop. That's why it's a problem. Is there anything else you wish to ask? Oh, we have to exhaust the dialogue options, I guess. Is this how they justify bringing in Hisuian Pokemon? Right? Because if you have a time machine, then, oh yeah, bringing in extinct Pokemon from the Meiji era is totally fine. Clever. They have an in-universe justification for them running around in modern-day Paldea. An AI is an artificial intelligence created by a human being. A computer draws on the original professor's knowledge and memory to calculate all of my thoughts and actions. The results of those calculations are expressed by this mechanical body, built to resemble the professor in every way. Humanity does not, in fact, possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI at present. I was about to say, the Pokemon universe is way more advanced than our current universe in several ways, but like, well, they actually addressed it. But the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible here. Ah, plebonium. They are also why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? As I explained to you before, the original professor no longer exists. He has ceased to be. He is pushing up daisies. During the destruction of the research station, his physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I am afraid that this fact may be difficult for his son, Arvin, to accept, and now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. Is there anything else you wish to ask? What is it you really want? The original professor had a dream, of a world in which future Pokémon might live alongside present-day Pokémon in harmony. But these Pokémon have gained a strange power due to their adaptations in the distant future, and this power has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this current age. The original professor would say that such destruction is a natural part of life. Oh. At present, the barrier around Area Zero is still working to keep the future Pokémon from escaping into the rest of Paldea. But what about the Titan? But we've begun to see such Pokémon appear that can break the barrier, such as Irontress. I should just keep pressing A first before I ask. Eventually, they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. I may have been created as a copy of the Professor, and yet I cannot seem to find the logic in allowing such a tragedy to occur. But any hope of preventing it will require overcoming the greatest AI that the original Professor ever devised. Coro, you have become a formidable trainer. Now use that strength you had gained to destroy the dream Turo once cherished. No. This task cannot be done without your strength. Please, I beg you. Oh. No extra dialogue. We have reached the lowest level. This is not where I expected Pokemon to go, but this is surprisingly competently executed. Whoa! Okay, that crystal animation is looping weirdly. Whoa! How is the game able to render this? It's freaking out, yo! Behold. This is the time machine we perfected using the power of the terrestrial phenomenon. This is some Astro... Yeah, I keep bringing up Astro Chain, but like this really feels like some... This is an Astro Chain final battle area. I'm assuming we're gonna have to get into a fight with something. Unless they... Wait, are we gonna get like a Bitter Coat or... A Bitter Coat or Dark Matter type final boss where the final boss isn't even a Pokemon? We are like literally gonna attack a machine with like a raid boss health bar? To top the Stein machine. To top the Stein machine, you will need to use the Professor's ID, which has been embedded within the Violet book. It was very like the Professor to put the final key we would need in that book of all places. He loved that volume since childhood. If you place the Violet book upon the pedestal here, you will be able to stop the time machine. There is just one issue. If you try to stop the time machine, I will most likely attack you. Artificial being that I am, my own desires can be overridden by the system's programming. Once that happens, I'm afraid I will become no more than a battle machine, bound to defeat anyone identified as an obstacle by my code. My battling abilities are peerless. They are built upon analysis of all the battles carried out by the various champions of the Paldea region. Having seen the bond between you and your Pokemon, however, I believe you can prevail. Once you have readied yourself for this fight, please place the Violet book upon the pedestal. This is probably the most strange setup for a fight against a region professor. I mean, I know we did fight like, well, I can walk on it. This thing is a slope. I know we did fight like, what was his name? The Alolan professor. That's about it, I guess. This would be like the second time we've ever fought like a professor, right? The professor's team. Good lord, that is trippy. Alright, we'll save. Putting a book on a pedestal is a very RPG thing to do to trigger a final boss, but this is sci-fi. ID confirmed, Professor Turo, access granted. Initiating emergency shutdown. Please wait, please wait. Access denied. Shutdown command overridden. Reinitializing. It is up to you now, Coro. AI Turo switching to sleep mode. Activating offensive protocols. Please, defeat me. Wow, this is so RPG-ish. At last. At last my dream was within reach. And you're not getting in my way. Oh man, wait. Is he gonna have like a full team of future Pokémon that we've never seen before? Okay. AI Turo has initiated a battle. Even the starting line is pretty good. Alright, turning the music up. He's standing all the way up there, looking down upon us. Wow. Oh, this is a final boss theme. And it's a team of 6 Pokemon we've never seen before. Okay, maybe a few of them, but like most of them we've never seen before. That is a very cool way to handle a final boss. Wait, that melody. Oh, I can definitely hear the Toby Fox in there, if that's the case. Yeah, that melody was from like another song. It's a there's a leitmotiv. Yeah, this is definitely Undertale vibes, right? Sorry, I need to listen to a full loop of this verse. Okay, I think that's a loop. That melody's from somewhere else. Hang on. Oh! Oh, it's the Terror Raid theme! This melody is from the Terror Raid battle theme. That's what it is! Which Toby also did. And it's it's the one that also has the major triumphant vibes to it, so no wonder. Okay, I'm satisfied. I dissected the music. It is very good. Let's get this fight done. This, yeah. Okay. It might be a bit early to say. It might be a bit early to say already, but can I already declare it? Best climax in a Pokemon game? Hopefully you can survive at least one hit. I don't know what type move that was, but it looks like it could be Fairy. Which means I'm gonna take super effective damage. I think. No, never mind. Neutral. I have no idea what that attack type is. We're firing in the dark here. It's actually kind of scary. Hey, yo! Oh, did we speed tie? U-turn is not increased priority, right? That was a speed tie. Had to be. Had to be. Alright. Sorry. I said I was gonna pop off, but I was too focused. Whoa, these visuals though. What the hell, these visuals? It's over then. Wait. No. It's not over. He still has Miraidon. He still has Miraidon in the back. I remember he put him back into the ball. He still has a Miraidon. He has a 7 Pokemon. It's Volo all over again. Alright. We're gonna have to prepare ourselves, I guess. Coro. What is this? Did you already beat all the baddies without me? Okay, out of it, you. Who are you, really? Thank you for everything. The time machine has finally been stopped. You're really not my dad, are you? Oh, look how big you've grown. So proud of you, my... Sorry you were alone so long, Arvid. Dad? Security system failure. Dread the time machine detected. Whoa, what's going on now? Is another army of Pokemon on its way here? It cannot be. Yeah, it's not over. Miraidon's gonna show up. An obstacle is preventing the time machine from performing as intended. Activating Paradise Protection Protocol to remove the offending obstacle. What? Was keeping the time machine running truly all the professor cared about? Locking all Pokeballs except those registered to Turo's ID. Oh. Wait, what? Program initializing. Gathering terrestrial energy. I'm sorry, children. This is too much for you. You must run. AI Turo disabled. Paradise Protection Protocol initialized. It's Miraidon in the back, isn't it? You are not getting in my way. You are challenged by... Holy shit! You were challenged by the... Whoa! That was so cool, what the hell? That little UI... Little fall... Okay, it's not really quite fall thing, but they're playing with the they were playing with the UI there. That was so cool! Also, our Pokeballs are locked, right? We can't fight this. I read, like, we saw that little bit in the background there. We can't fight this. Our Pokeballs are locked, I'm assuming. So only Turo's Pokeballs work. I see where this is going. I see where this is going. I'm excited. I see where this is going. This is... I see where this is going. Paradise Protection Protocol sent out Miraidon. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow! I can't hit B to go back, but I'm assuming if you pressed any other button... Maybe I was a bit too hasty. Wow, I can't go back. I kind of wanted to see what happens if you selected any other option. But... Ah, clever. I see. I see. That is cool. There's extra dialogue if you try other things here. Unfortunately, I was a bit too clever and I went straight for the solution. I wonder if we can even lose in this fight, or it's like just at this point we're just guaranteed to win. Because it's a one-on-one now, right? One more banger. Alright. Turning it up. Miraidon, the Guardian of Paradise. Hadron Engine. I see they learned from the Eternatus Phase 2 music, huh? Triumphant second phase? Because they know it's anime as heck? The Mesa goes on leitmotiv. No wait, no, this is yeah, this is South Province. Yeah, South Province. Where we first met him. You know what it's missing though? Wolf House. So are we gonna fight? No, the music's jamming. I think that's the loop. Alright, what do we got? Power Gem. Electro Drift. Boosted more than usual with a super effective hit. Power 100, accuracy 100. Power Gem, I know what that is. Endure, I know what that is. Terra Blast? We can't terrestrialize though. So I'm assuming we go for... Should we go for Stab? We are terrain boosted. He's got Taunt. Yeah, it's NDE. He changed to his battle form. Let's go, Miraidon. You got this. So basically, this is a puzzle fight, right? You will fall here within this garden paradise and achieve nothing in the end. Now, this is just a puzzle fight because we have a fixed opponent, we have a fixed unit we're given, and we have to figure out the path to what we need to do in order to KO it. We will not be allowed to destroy paradise. Obstacles to my goal will be eliminated. Miraidon can't learn Taunt. That's an illegal moveset. I guess I just keep hitting him with Power Gem. Did it entirely for effect. This looks like it could be bad. Hang in there, Coro. Oh! Are we getting Terror Rate cheer boosts? Hang on. Where are we going with this? Am I getting too ahead of myself? The data says I am superior. Fall and become a foundation upon which my dream can be built. Oh. Oh, friendship stuff, huh? You took the hit like a champ. You can do this. I know you can. I wonder if that's scripted. Oh. We got the boost too. Okay. Are we supposed to potion it here? Yeah. Checking. Chat, checking. Am I supposed to potion it here, or will I actually lose if I don't? I've got plenty. You don't know? Let's see then. He has to recharge anyway, so we get one extra turn. How scripted is this fight? Let me see. Oh man, can we really not pull off a win here? This doesn't look good. Hey, Coro, your Terror Orb's glowing. Coro, Miraidon, terrestrialize, and finish this off. I think this might be scripted. Yeah, we're getting an Omni boost here from the cheering. It's Dragon type? Oh, this is... Okay, yeah. SE Terrablast? I'm guessing Miraidon is Electric Dragon, so this is a ×2 Terrablast. Yeah, I'm almost certain this is scripted, so that once you hit 1 HP, Miraidon endures it. You get the cheer that boosts all the stats, and then you get Dragon Terror. Yeah, this basically guarantees. It's probably a guaranteed yeah, it's probably a guaranteed one-hit kill. And the stat boost makes sure you always go first as well. So I'm pretty sure that's scripted, which doesn't take away from it, you know? But I'm almost certain that it's scripted, and you can't lose that fight unless you don't pick that option for some reason. Oh man. What a finale. You did it! It's not going berserk anymore. How? How very astounding. To think that you would manage to defy even the original professor's final protections. Are you back to normal? Yes. A completely unforeseen outcome, even for an AI possessing the most sophisticated technology ever conceived. Even on the brink of despair, you children did not give in and instead proved your worthiness, showing the wisdom to think for yourselves, the courage to hold faith in your friends, and the fortitude to do what had to be done. No matter how challenging of a future may await you, I believe you will be capable of walking whatever paths you choose for yourselves now, with pride. I thank you, Coro. I thank all of you children. But I am afraid that the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am a part of the system that ensures the machine reboots when stopped. Huh? What does that mean? The Scarlet Saga says no matter how challenging your past may have been. Which is actually relevant too, right? Because of all three of them? Well, no, mainly the two of them, I guess. I am sorry. You know, when I was watching you all on your adventures from down here, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom. The way that you came together, working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength and to better yourself, throwing all you are into your battles. The way that you would face down even the greatest enemies to save that which you love. I am surprised that all three paths actually came together thematically in the end. They actually did that and executed it pretty damn well. I'm gonna have a lot of thoughts once the credits roll. The way that you never cease to seek nor to fight for or treasure all on your own. Ah, and the way that you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I too might be as free as you all, free to seek out that which I might treasure. Above all else, not bound. Your own treasure. As long as I remain here, the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I will use the time machine to journey to the world of the future that I have dreamed of. What? You can't just leave now, right when we finally reached you. I am not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see the future world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart raised with the thrill of adventure? Alvin, I am sorry that I kept the truth from you for so long. I inherited all the thoughts and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than any. Your father truly loved you. You can't. You can't just go and say a thing like that now. No? I suppose you're right. I am sorry. Alvin, Miraidon, Coro. It is a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. Dad! Damn. Farewell, my free adventurers. I bid you adieu. Yeah, his movement stopped glitching out. Well, they did say a human wouldn't have... They did say a human wouldn't have any way to come back. But he's not a human, he's a robot. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but that heavily resembles an Ultra wormhole, doesn't it? The portal heavily resembles an Ultra wormhole. Probably intentional, but even if it's not, nice touch. How could you just go? Dad. Arvin, you okay, bud? Yeah. Somewhere deep down, I kind of already knew it. I knew that thing was fake, but when it said my name using his voice and wearing his face, even if it was fake, it felt real, you know. And so Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. That's okay. I guess Miraidon is sad too. Oh, but that battle form, how cool is that? It's so strong. If it tries to nudge at me for a belly rub while it's huge like this, I seriously think I'm gonna die. Hey now, let's not skip over the big win here. Coro and Miraidon just saved all of Paldea. That's right, you both did amazing. Thanks, Coro. Yeah, that's my butt Coro for you. You know, Arvin, even though the professor's gone, I bet he's finally having a real fun adventure of his own in the future. Yeah. Thanks, Penny. Yeah, sorry. What should we do now, Coro? The way home. You said it. Come on, everyone. Let's make our way home. Roll credits. Okay, everybody, listen up. What is it? Let's take the long road home and get a little more fun out of this adventure. I don't really... Sounds great. If we can load up on snacks first, I'm in. Hikaru, not you too. Oh, alright, fine. I guess we're doing this.
See tonight, it could go either way. Hearts balanced on a razor blade.
I actually don't mind Ed Sheeran very much. I'm neutral to him. The song's alright. I don't hate it. Will this gonna be DMC8 though? Well, it does whatever. Sounds nice. Goddamn, Game Freak actually managed to pull it off. You know how we were all complaining about the story in Sword and Shield because there's just a little bit too much going on? They actually pulled it off this time because they actually took the feedback from Sword and Shield, you know, like the different storylines just really didn't mesh well together. Like the gym storyline had potential, and the the world saving thing seemed obligatory and everything. They actually put it off really well here because they separated it, right? We have the standard gym leader stuff. That's one story. We have hunting like specific Pokémon as its own story. We had the team as its own story, and they even fit in the save the world thing as a story right at the end. And they built on it slowly, yeah. But for the most part, each of those was self-contained, and they just came out the way they handled it, they all had enough time focus on it, and they didn't take away from each other. So it actually worked out really well, and yeah, best story in a mainline Pokemon game, hands down, best story. It's actually kind like the final segment was surprisingly melancholy, more melancholy than any other mainline game so far. Dare I say it, even close to Mystery Dungeon? That lofty height that everybody keeps comparing this game to? Yeah, exactly. Right? It's not that drastic a tonal shift that it wouldn't fit. It actually worked really damn well. And goddamn, the music in this game, I think, probably. Let me think about it actually. Best soundtrack? I think I would tie it. I would have a tie between this and Legends Arceus for best soundtrack in the mainline series. On my personal opinion, this game's soundtrack was actually amazing. It's really such a pity that the game runs so bad. Yeah, I think dynamic music is here to stay. It has been super well used throughout the entire game so far. It adds so much, man. I don't think they can go back to like no. Well, they wouldn't have to use dynamic music everywhere, but I don't think they can go back to not using dynamic music for stuff. I mean, they were experimenting with dynamic music in Legends Arceus already, so yeah. Oh boy. God damn. I am very glad I played this, yeah. It might just be the high from finishing the game, but I am very impressed. I wasn't completely sure whether I would have come away at the end of the game saying the same thing as everyone else, like, you know, oh, if you take away performance issues, best Pokemon game hands down, right? Like, that seemed hard to believe. Especially when you're earlier on, right? Early on it's like, you know, it's pretty good, but I don't know if it's fully all the way there. And then, if you're like me and you experiment with like sequence breaking a little bit, tackling stuff under leveled, so you actually have to strategize. Sheer amount of options that you can team build with, sheer amount of TMs and everything that you can adjust, the amount of freedom you get before each challenge, just because it's open world and you have so many options. Screenshot time. I have my video capture, I'm fine. Yeah, the sheer amount of options is what opens up the possibility of like actually strategizing a bunch. That's when things start to click for me. That okay, I'm actually really enjoying this game. And then the narrative payoffs from the Team Star storyline and the Titan storyline. Narrative payoffs was really damn good towards the end. And even the gym, as simple as it is, which honestly, I don't think I need the gym storyline to have a lot of plot, you know, that one is there for gameplay purposes. The presentation of the individual gyms, well, not all of them are like amazing, which I don't expect them all to be amazing, but you know, you need to have at least a couple standout ones. They delivered. They delivered some of the most standout gym presentations to date. I guess there's some criticism to be had about, like, in terms of how challenging the gyms are, since they really did streamline it down to, like, for the most part, 1 or 2 trainers before the gym, at best. So if someone was expecting more, like, fights before the gym leader, I guess that could be a little bit of a disappointment, in terms of the gyms being simplified. And the minigames are definitely very gimmicky, right? So I guess there's some subjectivity to be had there, but I loved the way that some of the gyms, especially towards the end, some of the gyms were presented. They were done really well. So all three paths had something to look forward to, and then the finale, right? The finale is most connected to the Titan storyline. It isn't really linked to the other two, obviously. But you do get some character moments and interactions between the main three characters of each route, which justifies them being there. And you actually learn a lot, like you learn a little bit more about their personalities, and that was actually really good, you know? Like Game Freak's actually experimenting with NPCs that interact and talk with each other and all that stuff in a more natural way. They haven't quite gotten there yet, but they're like making steps towards it, and that's good. And like, yeah, the finale, even though it's like it's short, but it's not a very long story if you look at it in hindsight. But it builds off a loose end, which they very cleverly leave in. They very cleverly leave in a loose end right from the start of the game, which is Miraidon. So while you're journeying around doing your own adventures, it's like you can have your own stories and stuff, and you don't need to worry about that. We'll come get you when you've had your fun and you have your attention and you're ready to like tackle. Alright, here's the final narrative stuff. What is in Area Zero? What is up with Miraidon? What is up with Professor Turo? Why is Arven so estranged from him? And that all comes down. It all comes together at the end. So I guess I wouldn't say it's not necessarily all three. The three storylines come together in it. It's more like it is the fourth story, and it's a shorter story than the other ones. But it is the most juicy narrative bit that they've done in a long time. And the reviews were genuinely actually really good reviews, right? The narrative, like, let's be honest, Pokemon stories as a plot, like as an actual plot, they've been okay, I guess, right? But they've never really been like super in depth, I guess. They're like they're like a vehicle to drive an adventure through, right? Not quite like not as much like something that characters have character growth through. I think that's the idea I'm gonna think about. And like maybe okay, that's kind of doing a disservice. There were such things, but they were never at the forefront, I guess. The plot of Pokemon games have mostly always been to drive the lore of the world rather than the characters in it, if that makes sense. Does that seem fair? Right? It's driving the lore of the world, the legendary Pokemon that live in it, and you know, it's not just the evil teams as well, but the evil teams are like, they're like reactionary, which sounds weird to say because usually villains are proactive, right? They're proactive because they drive the plot, and the heroes are reactive because they go towards it. But if you look at it in a certain way, in the old games, the teams were reactive because of their plans for legendary Pokemon. They react to the legendary Pokemon, which are really the main part of the story. Thinking about it, I guess that mostly applies to Gen 3, Gen 4, and Gen 5. And Gen 6, yeah. So okay, most of them before Gen... but not counting Gen 1 and 2, I guess. Because Gen 1 and 2 are even simpler. But you get me. I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. Right? The approach to Pokemon storytelling has been kind of like Monster Hunter. I think that's a good comparison. The story is there, and there is character development and stuff, and things happen. There is a plot, but the stars of the shows were really the monsters, and that's not a bad thing, right? But here in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, on this final section, they actually dive deep into the mystery behind a main human character and actually made it really compelling. I don't think that's the first time they've done that. I mean, Lily and Lucamine's and all that stuff has also been pretty good stuff, and I think people look back on that fondly as well. But this is the first time I think that, like, a part of the story has been so character driven. Is that fair to say? What do you guys think? If I go by that premise, I think that's why this thing hits so hard, because it's not something you expect out of Pokemon to be that much of a character-driven story. Because in the franchise, the place where you do expect character-driven stories is over in the Mystery Dungeon corner. That's where you expect character-driven stories and compelling narratives and things that get you attached to characters and their growth and everything. So, yeah, honestly, hats off to them. They executed it really well, and I'm thoroughly impressed. So, at the end of the game, at least at the end of the main single player campaign, I get it. I get why people say this is the best Pokemon game to date if you can overlook the performance issues. And I can firmly say, yeah, I'm in that camp now. I'm in that camp as well. This is the best Pokemon mainline game, if not for the performance issues. Consider me in that camp. Yeah. There's a couple hanging threads left still, right? From Area Zero. There's the talk about there's that censored Pokemon that they didn't mention. I wonder if that's a DLC hook, because we still didn't get all the answers, right? Like what actually makes the crystals that can be made into the Terror Orbs? Something about a hexagon or hexagonal shapes. And it's not Miraidon. DLC hook? Possible. And there's also Arben's mom, I guess. She walked out apparently. Of course, that could just be like a thread that you never follow up on, but it's still a potential plot thread. I think the mysterious blanked out Pokemon though is definitely like a hint at something to come, which is actually kind of exciting, right? Like there's definitely going to be a DLC expansion on this game at some point, but the DLC potentially delving more into story stuff, that's going to be interesting, right? So yeah. Lot to look forward to, but we'll call it at that for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys around soon for more Pokemon.